Hi, I'm Ben from livingkefir.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make milk kefir. Before you make milk kefir, you need a couple ingredients, of course. The first thing is you need milk kefir grains. The second thing you need is milk. Now, you have different types of milk you can use. You can use 2% or you can use whole milk. I prefer whole milk because whole milk is better for the grains. The grains actually eat the milk, the lactose in the milk. So the more fat you have in the milk, it's actually better for the grains. The grains will take longer the less fat you have in the milk. The third thing you need is a jar. You can use porcelain, you can use glass, you can use wood, or stainless steel. But the easiest is glass. As far as the jar goes, you also have two choices. You can have a jar with a lid, or you can have a jar without a lid. Now, the ratio of kefir grains to milk is about one teaspoon of kefir grain per 1 cup of milk. Now, honestly, I don't really use this ratio. I just look at how many kefir grains I have and I just add them. The more kefir grains you have, the quicker your fermentation process will happen. The less kefir grains you have, the longer it'll take. As long as you have roughly a tablespoon of kefir per cup or two, that for me that really works out. So in this case here, I have about 1 liter here. I'm just going to use about this much kefir, but I could get by on about half the amount if I had to. Just simply pour them out like that. I usually fill up most of the way. I leave about 1 inch from the top, so about here. You can simply do as much as you want. You could do half, or you could do a little more if you wanted, but this will work fine. Alright, now that we have the kefir grains in the milk, we need to either decide if we want to put a lid on it, like this, or if we want to allow oxygen in. You can do fermentation where you seal it and you put it away, or you can do a fermentation where you put some sort of covering, cheesecloth, a dishcloth, or a paper towel. You simply put it over the top, take a rubber band, and leave it like this. Now, you always have to put something over the top, either something that allows oxygen or a lid that does not allow oxygen. The reason why is that if you leave it open, you're going to have bacteria, you're going to have particles falling from the ceiling, you're going to have bugs going to come in there. So you want to cover it with something so you prevent pests and other stuff, unwanted things from entering. I'm going to use the lid. So I take a simple latch lid like this and I leave it. Once I have it, I just give it a little bit of a shake. Now, the last thing we have to do is we simply have to put it somewhere and let it ferment. The fermentation time can range depending on how much milk you have, how much kefir grains you have, and how warm the temperature is in the room that you're fermenting the kefir. I personally find, for me, 24 hours is a good amount, but you can ferment for 12 hours. If you ferment for 12 hours, you're often going to get a kefir that's very creamy and not very sour. It's going to be it's not a strong taste. For me, I don't like that flavor, but you might give it a shot. 24 hours gives you a nice fine kefir that's creamy, but not too thick, and not too sour. If you ferment your kefir for 48 hours, you get a kefir that's quite a bit sour, and you'll have a separation with the kefir curds halfway and the whey halfway. Personally, 24 hours works for me, but it's a matter of taste. If you ferment your kefir longer than 48 hours, often you get a very, very strong kefir, and I personally don't like that, but it's up to you. You might wonder why you can leave kefir out for a couple days without the milk going bad. Well, the reason why is because of the kefir grains. Kefir grains are made of yeast and bacteria, and when you put the kefir grains in the milk, they eat the lactose and they release probiotics, bacteria, the things that we actually want to drink that helps our digestion, into the milk, and this boxes out the bad bacteria. So basically it prevents bad bacteria from getting a foothold in the milk. So yes, you can leave kefir fermenting for days without any sort of bad thing happening when you drink it.